Alright, so anyway. Right. So, alright, now they're talking about the police officer again. But are you really putting yourself in her shoes, right? Okay, she's coming home from a 15-hour shift, right? She's been working a double shift, right. So she's going to her apartment and sexting with her boyfriend and goes to what she believes is her apartment, and she sees this guy who doesn't know she's coming home now. In her apartment, eating ice cream and watching TV, because he don't know when she's gonna come home. Now, does she? Does he? So she's thinking, "Oh, I caught a thief in my apartment eating ice cream, and this motherfucker's so vain he's even watching fucking TV. I'll show him." She shot him, right? You know what? He might also could have had a gun on the couch, DA. She don't know. She's coming home from a rough day at work. She's tired. She wants to go to bed. She wants to get out her uniform, and she's still in her uniform when she shoots him, huh? I know. And he's in what she perceived was her own apartment. I know. Now, how did she even get in? The door was ajar or something? Right. So she thinks she's being what? Burglarized. Burglarized. Someone is in her apartment again after a long day's work, double shift, right? And she's tired, DA. And I don't care who's in my apartment. I'm going to shoot your ass. Because I don't know you don't have a gun and you're sitting on my couch watching TV eating ice cream like it's your home. I don't know what's going on. Right? I had a hard day at work. Been a hard day's night, and I've been bucking like a dog. It's been a hard day's night. I should be sleeping like a log. Huh. Well, that's what she was wanting to do. Go home, go to bed, and rest. She pulled a double shift. And again, she's a trained police officer, that's for fucking sure, but someone's eating ice cream in her apartment as far as she knew, right? Okay? What then? Ignorance of the law is not an excuse to kill someone when you're not in there, when you live in the same apartment complex. I know. It's not as though she was stalking the guy, I know, or knew she was at his apartment versus her apartment until when? I know. Later. But put yourself in her shoes. Okay, you come home from a double shift. 15 hours of work. You're tired. Some strange man is eating ice cream and watching TV on your couch. Okay, it's kind of dark. And you don't know what's going on. So you also don't know he don't have a gun beside him. And you caught him in the act, I know. Am I trying to murder my neighbor because I'm in his apartment, or I think he's in mine? You think he's in yours. You think he's in yours. So you do what any natural person would do, especially a trained police officer who's still packing, right? You shoot his ass, right? You don't know he don't have a gun. Sonny, you wouldn't do the same thing? If you're a police officer getting off of a 15-hour shift, Sonny, you wouldn't think some mofo is so arrogant he didn't know you were coming home with that hammer. You didn't either. Okay, and he's in your house eating a bowl of ice cream and watching TV because he don't know when you're coming home. So what you gonna think? This motherfucker's so arrogant, I caught him burglarizing my apartment, and I'm gonna shoot his ass, right? And you don't, it ain't about skin color. You think he's in your apartment because you live in the same apartment complex. But you're so out of it, you're texting with your boyfriend, maybe sexting a little bit. And again, You're just wanting to go home, go to bed, and get 8 hours. Mm-hmm. Two. Is that because the person in your apartment was black, white? No. You think he's in your apartment, burglarized in your apartment, and didn't know you were coming home that night. No. He wouldn't either. Let's get real. What is the officer really thinking? Mm-hmm. Now, yes, it turns out she somehow got to his apartment instead of hers, right? Now, again, if you're texting your boyfriend and you hit, say she's on the 3rd floor and he's on the 4th floor, you hit the 4th floor button thinking you hit the 3rd floor, you're again in a disoriented state of reality. Mm-hmm. You're not all there. And this is called putting yourself in someone else's shoes who is a trained police officer. Yes. Is it because the person in her apartment is black? No. Anyone could be burglarizing anyone at any time. I know. Do you live in the real world too, right? Are there not burglaries going on today still? Mm-hmm. Are there not murders going on today still, right? And again, what is a justifiable homicide, right? It's not even manslaughter, because again, right, it's what's called an honest mistaking shooting, right? Where the person made a mistake, but it's a mistake also anyone can make. Where's your mercy? Where's your compassion for the police officer who just pulled a double? Mm-hmm. I understand the guy was in his apartment, as she did later on, right? But that's the point of the problem, ain't it, right? She's supposed to suddenly realize after all that she's in his apartment and not hers? No. Do you work that way? Mm-hmm. No. You don't. If you think you're in your apartment, you're in what? If you see someone in there, protection mode. Yeah. You're in fight or flight too, right? Some motherfucker broke into my house. I got my gun, go shoot his ass. Right. Don't even play with me. You do the same damn thing if you're a police officer too, if some motherfucker was in your apartment. Yes, you fucking would. Black or white. You're lying. And you're not being honest with yourself. Yes, an innocent man is dead accidentally, but it's an accidental shooting too, right? What's the difference? There was no malice of forethought, right? It's not even manslaughter because she didn't know what had happened until after the events either. She thought he was in her apartment robbing it, being the burglar, right? Wouldn't you? This is called putting yourself in someone else's shoes, right? And if she's that groggy, that's called what? What is that called when you're quite yourself? I don't know. You're not 100% because you're tired from a long day of work. What is that called? Exhaustion? Or you're a little scattered brain? You know what I mean? But okay, put her in jail for accidentally murdering someone she thought was in her own apartment. I know. Go ahead. That's a good lesson for everyone to learn, huh? She did it because the guy was black, too. I know. Would it have mattered if it was a white man eating ice cream in her apartment? No. What if, again, she went up to the 5th floor and shot them the same way? Or the 2nd floor, because she hit the 2nd floor button instead of the 3rd floor button. Or the 4th floor button. No. You understand what happened was a natural mistake. I know. It was mistaken identity. I know. Not to hurt the person or murder them, right, intentionally. She thought they were burglarizing her house. Wouldn't you? In the same situation? Yeah. And you would think, oh, I don't even know if that motherfucker has to come by him. You wouldn't? Yes, you would. Let's be real. Are you living in the real world or a fantasy one? No. Where people can't die day to day. Only one person, according to history, even, was crucified, and according to his followers, raised from the dead. About 500 of them. Though for some reason it dwindled down to 120 in 10 days, but I don't know how that happened either. And that's kind of strange. Peter, you're their leader after that. Are you thinning the herd, Peter? I don't know. Kind of strange there, though. First 500 see him, and then, it's reduced to 120 by Pentecost, right? And he don't ascend until 40 days after, according to Moses and Elijah as well. Mm-hmm. And he goes into the wilderness 40 days at the beginning, and he tries to deal with the disciples for 40 days and 40 nights. So, no. And how do you know? How do you know? I'm triggered. Unless you're listening, but not hearing.